You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 most epic villain transformations in anime by VinnyTube. You know it. And I'm not gonna lie, soon I clicked on this video and I was like, whoa, why make that noise? You gonna hear it as soon as it unpauses. You gonna hear a weird noise. You can see Broly on here, Broly growling, but it sounds weird in your ear. Just listen to it real quick. Listen to it. All right. Make sure y'all like the video. They video too. Sub to my channel. They channel. You know what it's about. Man, we getting into it. Like, why he do that? Oh my gosh, that's loud. Just listen for it. Why he do that? All right, let's get into it.
There's just something very special about anime villains. It's almost a trope now that a lot of them can transform in various ways. Others go from monstrosities into handsome men and women, while others just do the opposite. Some just go straight up into Final Fantasy boss territory in terms of appearances. However, not all transformations are created equal. Some are more impactful than others. So for today, I'll be
He is a
going through
dragon.
what I think are 10 of
He
the
is
most
definitely a
impactful
dragon.
and memorable villain transformations in anime. Alright, strap in tight. We're in for one hell of a ride. JoJo has no shortage of transformations that go from cool to downright bizarre. Among them, I think that the transformation by the leader of the Pillar Men is one of the coolest ones. It checks out when you think of it. Kaz is known as the ultimate life form, and his ability as the ultimate life form allows him to take on the traits of any life form. Just as he gets fired at by the Nazis, it's Kaz who comes out on top by donning his stone mask, transforming into his most well-known form. The massacre that follows is just the icing on top. The ultimate life form has been unleashed, and this moment will forever be etched into any JoJo fan's memory as one of the pivotal turning points in battle tendency.
The more I think about that season of JoJo's, like the more I remember it fondly.
You saw this coming now, didn't you? I mean, what else did you expect from a character whose entire gimmick is some sort of transmutation? Overhaul's entire shtick comes from his ability to keep transforming things with his quirk.
Not gonna lie, I didn't like this.
That includes himself. And boy, what a scary set of transformations he had as he battles our heroes. Indeed, that's the most fearsome part of Overhaul's powers. Nothing is safe from his power of reassembly, not even your quirks. He may not have the reputation or the legacy that someone like All For One had, but you'd be a fool to underestimate a supervillain with this kind of versatility. It all culminates in his ultimate transformation into his red kaiju form. He meets his end at the hands of Deku, but it sure took one hell of a chain of battles for Overhaul to be defeated. Gave us some of the best animation we've seen in the season 2. How?
See, he going crazy fast, but the overhaul's design at first was so good. Like I hated that he turned into like a Power Rangers monster. That ruined it for me. I was like, dang man, he had such a cool design. Like he had people following him. He's such a dangerous power. He didn't need it. He really one touch and you're dead. You explode. But he really didn't need it. But I don't know. There's nothing you can do. He don't got that power anymore. I mean, kind of. I don't know. There's probably a way around what happened to him, but
How appropriate that right after Overhaul, we have another character with a suspiciously similar gimmick in Jiggle Dyke.
I wasn't even gonna try to pronounce how to say that.
Yep, two masters of transformation and assimilation back to back. While transformation works a bit differently in the God of High School universe, I think that Dyke's way of doing it is quite neat. I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking about a person who can ascend into the realm of the gods, and he uses this angelic form to engage Jin Mori in the last stretch of the season. He dons an appearance that would put some JRPG bosses to shame with how majestic and intimidating it is. It's not so much monstrous, but there really is a sense of wonder at the form that he decides to take. Then you get to see his powers in action. Not for too long for a supposed season final boss, unfortunately. The transformation kind of fell flat because of the ease in which Jin Mori destroys him. I mean, with an appearance like that, I think he can put up a bit of a fight, don't you think so? On the other hand, rule of cool is a thing, and I don't think that anyone else in God of High School comes with a second form that looks as cool as the angelic form that Dyke had in the series finale.
Do y'all even like God of High School? I hear mixed things about it. It's kind of low on my watch list just because it one I don't know where to
One
watch it
Piece's
at. But two, it's just like I
912th
hear so much
episode
mixed
gave us
things
one
about it.
hell of
I'm
a
just gonna watch
transformation.
other
We've
things that
known
are
Kaido to be a monster
more
of a villain. And you know
widely
what makes him even
appreciated.
scarier? A scary transformation, of course. One that resembles a very, very intimidating blue
At least
Shenron.
first.
Just like a good villain who prides himself on power, Kaido releases some blood-curdling screams while he transforms into his dragon form. He then proceeds to emerge out of nowhere to shake fear in the hearts of all those who oppose him. The transformation was cool enough, but once you add the entrance to the mix, whoa. Seriously, with this powerful of an entrance and that mighty of a form, how could anyone stand up to him? I really don't know how anyone could beat this, honestly speaking.
He is a whole ass dragon.
Kaido.
Coming up next is Ragyo from Kill La Kill. For a show with such a major focus on transformations and outlandish
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten this
outfits,
deep.
it's a no-brainer that the ultimate villain would be rocking such transformations of her own. We've got a lot of memorable moments, such as the outfit swaps between the sisters and Ragyo rocking Junketsu. However, I think that her peak transformation moment comes when she puts on her ultimate outfit, Shinra Gogetsu, donning an appearance that puts every other life fiber transformation to shame with how outlandish it looks. Ragyo terrorizes the heroes in this new form. The symbol of Ragyo's desire for world domination doesn't disappoint, as it showcased some hilariously overpowered abilities.
Her fit
right
got
after
no back
easily
on it
defeating
at
even our
all.
main heroines.
I
And
saw
even
all
after its
ass cheek and
defeat,
back. At
Ragyo
least she
still
got a
manages to
little
use it in its space shuttle form to further
something
her
on her
plans.
back,
The great
but
thing
like
about
they
this transformation
nothing
is
on
that it
hers.
happens at the end of an episode, providing one of the best cliffhangers the series has. Given how Kill La Kill has got a lot of great cliffhangers, that's saying something. I think that seeing Shinra Gogetsu is probably one of the most hyped I've been for an upcoming episode. Well, while we're on the topic of villains, you know who anime fans consider the true villains? Region locks, of course. That's why
That
we
is
have
very
our great
true. Get
hero
your
and the
bag,
sponsor of
fam.
this video,
Get your
Express
bag.
Group, with Express out limits now.
Yeah, get your bag. Alright, Madara. I didn't expect him to be on this list.
For all the lists that he topped on this channel, I think it's a breath of fresh air seeing Madara at the midway point of the list. No one wins forever, even if you're one of the most broken villains ever created. Madara may only be 5th on the list, but I think that his transformation is a key event in the final arc, being the one moment where I thought the good guys were legitimately screwed. As if they weren't already. Well, Madara's about to make it worse. After absorbing the power of the 10 tails, Madara goes on to unleash his 6-path transformation, gaining white hair and an edgy new redesign. No wonder he had to be written out through some plot convenience. I'm glad I just mentioned shonen villains that were so overpowered they had to be defeated by plot convenience, because up next is Aizen. Aizen, as a character, is all about transcending limits and achieving godhood in a sense. This in turn is represented by his constant evolution and transformation, some sort of natural selection logic if you will. The end of the Fate Garakura town saw a minimum of 3 Aizen forms in the long battle, and I think that the best one among them is the second one. The second one? Yes, the one where he emerged out of the shell thing with a mullet and butterfly wings. I think that it ended up being his
That
most
was
memorable
weird.
form,
Why his
and it
hair grow?
represented the perfect turning point in the battle that had largely been going in Soul Society's favor until that moment. It's just the perfect form for a being about to ascend into godhood, a cross between the image of a divine being and a human. Technically speaking, his actual final form is way more intimidating and is the stuff of nightmares, but that form just lacked the charisma that this one had. Not to mention, it barely did anything anyway. We continue on with the shonen train for our top 3 with the next contender, Broly.
Aizen was so strong. They like, bruh. I wish they gave him a Bankai.
Dragon Ball
I
has always
wish.
been about
Unless it was in the
transformations.
manga, I didn't read
It's
it.
the easiest way to show a power-up after all, and the show's just rife with those. I can put
Ooh, that'd be
Cell's forms
disgusting.
on the list. I could put many boosts here. Heck, even Frieza deserves a spot. And those are just the major villains, not even getting to the minor ones. And then of course, there's Bro.
Hey, out of
And
these
those are just
3,
the
who's y'all favorite? Cause like, of course, Frieza is my favorite, but like, cause he's golden now. But before, it was Cell. I always hated Boo's guts. Hated. Like, look at that design, bro. Even though I do wear his stuff in Xenoverse, like his whole fit, I got that whole thing on with the, like a little, and I'm a Saiyan. I'll be showing up like I'm a Majin, but I'm really a Majin Saiyan. But that's besides the point. I hated Boo. Cell was always cool, and then Frieza was like, Cell was my favorite, and then see Frieza was like, Frieza up there, and then he got golden. And I was like, bet, shot right up.
Major villains, not even getting to the minor ones.
But yeah,
And then,
comment
of
down
course,
what's your favorite of the
there's
three.
Broly. I want to give Broly the spotlight here because I
I
feel
want to
his
know.
transformation carried a lot of impact. I mean, the same can be said for the other major villains I mentioned, but from a personal perspective, I feel like Broly elicited the strongest reactions from me. The first appearance from the old movie is already something. I mean, he's brought freaking Vegeta to his knees in fear while needing everyone's combined powers to lose. Then there's the Dragon Ball Super
Shampoo go fire
transformation.
though.
It's not too often that you see a
Shampoo
villain
heat.
transformation carry this much impact due to the voice acting. This is a scene that still gives me chills when I see how Broly screams as he completes this transformation. You can tell that the heroes are screwed with how intense this moment is, and Broly didn't disappoint. 2 movies, 2 different eras, both badass and spine-chilling transformations. Broly truly knows how to make an impact. I've talked about this moment a couple of times before,
Griffith.
but I think that Griffith completing his fall into Femto is still one of the most powerful moments and transformations in anime. Griffith has been through a lot, and during the eclipse, he finally gives in to despair and gets reborn as Femto. Femto then proceeds to do some despicable acts that pretty much encapsulates the mature themes that Berserk has been known for. The intervention of the Skull Knight prevents things from getting even worse for Guts and Casca. It's good that he manages to arrive in time, as things were looking pretty bleak back then. Despite the sad news about Miura, I'm sure that Berserk will live on with its legacy and the number of works that have been inspired by it. How it's managed to do that, I would personally say, has a lot to do with the beautiful art, character writing, and gut-wrenching developments, some of them leading to chilling transformations like this one.
This shook me when I first saw it. I was like, wait,
Now, of course, this is a
what?
surprising number one. It's
Shook.
an easy decision to make, actually. I know mentor or big brother figure traitors are too rare in anime, but having those figures to be the most iconic enemies that kickstarted the series? Well, looks like the greatest enemy is within the ranks after all. After confiding with Eren, Reiner and Bertolt proceed to commit one of the biggest betrayals and reveals in modern anime. It's just an incredible and powerful scene. The music, the cinematography, and the voice acting are all just so perfect here. This transformation is a game changer in Attack on Titan, and that's why I place it as my number 1 villain transformation. The 2 didn't disappoint either, and the ultimate battles against
Mikasa
them
a
ended
real
up
one.
being some of the most hyped fights in the entire run of Attack on Titan. With that, I end my list.
After seeing the last season, I'm not gonna lie. Or the first couple episodes of last season, I was like, yo, why are we not over here with them instead of these guys over here? Like I was shook. I was like, bro, this is a much cooler story they telling over here. They got a war. They're using Titans as a weapon. Can we get like a spin-off of like what was going on in their side the whole time? Cause I want that. I want that. I also want y'all to like the video, comment, and subscribe. All right. And yeah, comment that Frieza thing too. All right. Yeah, Frieza, Cell, or Boo. Who y'all like? Who y'all like the most? All right. I'm out. Peace.